Hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year, and I have been for almost 6 years solidly. I'm here to take your political questions out of the chat. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. We've got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works for you. So, also, if you wouldn't mind, if you could help the channel get to 30,000 subscribers, that would be amazing. YouTube being YouTube. So if you could subscribe, hit the like button, share it out, it would really help. Thank you. Okay. I was going to use my regular deck, but I feel like I should use the Pulp Tarot today. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, yes. Ah, yes. The, I guess, dumpster fire, maybe he heard enough complaints saying that he's not up to doing rallies, or maybe he just needed his fix. But yes, the king of the bog of eternal stench has decided to go on the road. Anyway, okay, but we're starting with dumpster fires. This claim, oh boy, this is a doozy. At 2 minutes in, we've got so much to cover. 2 minutes in. Ready? President Dumpster Fire claimed his economy deserves a, quote, A plus 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 plus. I went looking in the office supply little drawers here. I do have gold stickers. If we give him enough gold stickers, sorry, let me open this up. I've got a whole pack. If we give him enough gold stickers, will he leave us alone? I've got gold. They're shiny gold stickers for the bestest boy. Yes, for the bestest boy. An A plus 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 plus. Yes. I've got I've got some other gold stickers. I have round pretty gold stickers. Would you like some pretty round gold stickers? Or maybe, I know gold's your thing, but I've got silver. I've got some colors. But okay, we can stick with the gold. Yeah, okay. Okay, gold stickers for Donnie. There we go. Because his economy is A plus 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 plus. Anyway. Oh, thank you. Oh, those are nice stickers. Thank you. Okie dokie. Despite polling showing most Americans feel squeezed by rising prices, with data contradicting his claims that costs are falling, and voters widely blaming his policies for worsening affordability. Because it is. Is MAGA finally seeing through him? Probably not. MAGA, like the diehards, they'll never leave. But yes, Dorinda, Gold Sticker Boy's economy may be A plus 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 plus. But mine isn't. I know. Oh, cat toy, just in from shoveling 6 inches of snow. Oh, do sit down. I'd make you a cocoa if I was there. Yeah. I mean, supposedly, independents and more moderate Republicans didn't want a Democrat, the woman who was not Lily White, but no, a Democrat because Democrats would add too much to the national debt, because Democrats would make things less affordable. Yeah. Okay. He just runs his mouth. He just says, I'm great, everything's great. He's in this bubble. Dragonfly, yes. The myth of Republicans being better on the economy. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Cat Toy says, I have a hot lunch in front of me, but thank you very much. Okay. Thank you, Taurus. Thank you. Economy. Oh, he and his family, they're getting money. Don Jr. was complaining that there were too many Bugattis and Ferraris in Monaco with Ukraine plates on them when he was driving around in Monaco last summer, pushing his family's crypto. Unbelievable. All right, I don't know if I have something on my teeth, but I feel like I do. Hang on 1 minute. Hang on. It's gonna bug me. No, I think I'm good. Yeah, a little. Okay, we're good. Sorry. All right, just put that there. Be quiet. Shush. Stop being loud. Okay. So I'm talking to inanimate objects. Oh yeah, he's Kushner is involved in big, all kind of millions upon millions, but the rest of us are suffering. King of Pentacles, because you've got to help the ultra rich. Hierophant, Knight of Cups. That it's not. MAGA is right here, along with the rest of us. Us poors. These are the ultra rich. But what's coming up, it isn't more MAGA people coming to their senses. We're going to talk about this. The Pope is speaking. Oh, sorry. Woo! The Pope is speaking out against dumpster fire, and Democrats, we are pulling together. I'm so sorry. There, I think it'll stay. Okay. Sharon says, Monaco isn't that big. It was probably the same car. You're probably right. It was probably the same car. That's hysterical. I love that. Thank you. Squeeble says Monaco is specifically 2.08 square kilometers. My neighborhood is bigger. It's just the one car. Oh, I love that. I love that. Whew. Okay. Lewis is asking, are the Bugattis and the Ferraris, are they in the room with us now? Oh, wonderful, 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 wonderful. Oh, is it Rebelline? Rebelline dog? Happy birthday. Aw, happy birthday. Okay. Next, 9 minutes, 30 seconds. In a wide-ranging Politico interview, President Donald J. for Genius Trump attacked Europe as weak and decaying. Hang on. Where is it? There. Yeah. So President Dumpster Fire attacked Europe as weak and decaying, framed immigration in racial terms, because of course, echoed great replacement rhetoric. Well, we would like to replace just you and your flunkies. Pressed Ukraine's president to accept a peace deal requiring territorial concessions to Russia. Refused to rule out military action in Venezuela. And drew sharp rebukes from European leaders who condemned his administration's new national security strategy and warning that Europe faced, and Trump warning that Europe faced civilisational erasure. You know he didn't write that. Those 25-cent words, you know he didn't write that. Has Grandpa finally mentally left the building? Okay, Grandpa. Okay. Okay, Gramps. Yeah. No filter, and every day that goes by, he will have less and less and less of a filter. Yeah. Dragonfly says Trump is becoming more and more isolated. Oh, yeah. Yes, Cindy. Stephen, Nazi Ferratu, Stephen Lil Himmler Miller. Oh, gosh. It's a little shaky. A little shaky. 6 of Cups, 6 of Wands. If independents had voted for Democrats, we wouldn't be in this mess. We wouldn't. There was a path. There was a fork in the road. And you chose that one. Why? Oh, I'm sorry. Black woman? Chariot. 10 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Oh, it just keeps, the party keeps rolling on, and Trump is increasingly burdened, feeling beaten up, paranoid, isolated, decaying. Yeah. Lady K is saying, saw someone made gingerbread man cookies decorated as Trump to break into pieces. Taurus says, I stand with my fellow pores. Yeah. Jim is saying that rally in Pennsylvania was tiny, like the size of a high school gym. Ooh, okay. Well, Becca, was it one episode of Petty Boots on Sunday nights months ago? Becca was, I think it was something going on with the military, and she was in the Navy, and she currently works for the Navy as a civilian, and she got really upset, and so she got a crystal, and she got a bag of Cheetos, and she put the one Cheeto down, took her crystal, and just crushed it into little tiny pieces. To be fair, she wasn't like trying to link it spiritually to him. It was more just venting her, it wasn't a voodoo doll, but it was very funny at the time. And she was mad because it started to crack her crystal. Well, when you go up against evil, what do you expect? Thank you, Tammy. It was black trimline? Trimline? Really? Okay. Dragonfly. Hashtag coping strategies. Yes. Karen says it was tourmaline. I thought it was. Thank you, Karen. That was hysterical. She smashed She smashed it with tourmaline. It was funny. Just very nicely, just crash. It was funny. Yeah, he's. You can look. I mean, come on. You can look. You can look at him. You can see. You have eyes. So. Okay. Speaking of this idiot, 1545. So, a dumpster fire attacked the New York Times as seditious and treasonous. Ooh. After an op-ed questioned his health. Hi, I have over 2,570 videos where I have questioned everything about you. How you doing? Oh, badly? Yeah, we can see. All right. But he attacked the New York Times as seditious and treasonous after an op-ed questioned his health, even though the piece cited observable issues such as reduced public appearances, visible bruising, and moments where he appeared to doze off, highlighting his pattern of casting routine journalism as disloyalty while offering exaggerated claims about his workload, fitness, and accomplishments. So day ending in day. So is he just running his mouth, or is he actually going to try to do something to the New York Times? Yes, Taurus, impeach, remove, please. Please. Squeeble said lots of innocent Cheetos perishing out there. Squeebles. Whew, yes, Pansy, the pixie. Dump should know all about treason and sedition. Yep. Lewis is pointing out I defy him to spell seditious. Yeah. Julie says, then GJT is seditious for doing the same thing to Biden when Biden was president. Man. Fawn says, release the Epstein files, impeach, convict, remove. Yes, release the Epstein files, release the MRI. Impeach, convict, remove. Yeah. Jose is saying, who's Sleepy Joe now? Yes. Oh, Bibo, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It really helps. Thank you. Alrighty. And they're going to have a lot more to write about. Nine of Pentacles. Wasn't he always trying to get the New York Times to cover him? Squeeple said you need to get that tarot deck. Oh, oh, Deb gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There. Copy. At the bottom of today's questions, let me hit save. You can, there's a link to the Pulp Tarot. So you can just go down in the description box, go to the bottom of the questions. There's a link right there. It says today's tarot deck, Pulp Tarot link. So, all right. New York Times. Pointing out the obvious, we can see. We can see. Six of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. They're also getting insider information that the White House is leaking. Not as much as it did during the first term, but the White House is leaking. And they're going to have a lot more to read on because I've got the chaos moon and Two of Swords, which is voting, ongoing. We are going to cover that Miami's new mayor, first woman ever, and first Democrat in like 30 years. So they're going to, he's going to continue. I mean, believe me, I want him to face real justice just as much as you do. Even just with the fair trials he's had where he's guilty of 34 felony convictions. He should be in jail. He should be in prison. But if we can't have that, for what it's worth, he has to live inside that brain every single day with no reprieve. And it's ugly in there. It is seriously ugly. Julie says, aren't presidents supposed to disclose their health status to ensure their health doesn't interfere with their ability to execute the duties of the job? Does anyone know? It's not required. It is like one of the many, many things that presidents have done because it was expected, because it was the norm, because voters would get very upset or suspicious if they didn't. But gravity does not always work when it comes to this guy. Hopefully, when Neptune finally comes out of its own sign, the end of January. No, wait. No. Wait. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. I had this in the wrong place. Hang on. No, it's okay, that's right. It goes into it. Okay, Neptune goes direct today. Hallelujah. So right now there's a lot of Neptunian energy, that artistic, but also dissolving, amorphous, spiritual. Neptune rules everything that's amorphous or that dissolves. So right now there's a lot of Neptune energy because it's stationary from our viewpoint. So that energy just gets really, really intense. But it's going direct today, which means it's going, matter of fact, it already did this morning. So it is slowly, from our viewpoint, going to start going direct. Hallelujah. And then it's going to go back into Aries at the end of January. And it's going to stay in Aries, thank heavens. Because when Neptune was in its own sign, it just let everything hang out. And the whole time that Trump was in office, Neptune was in its home sign of Pisces, and it was just letting it all hang out. And that's why you couldn't nail down. It's like facts. No, they're not alternative facts. You just couldn't quite nail, it couldn't form anything. It was just this amorphous mess. But Neptune is moving into the next sign. Hallelujah. So within 6 weeks, watch if suddenly gravity starts reasserting itself a little bit around the king of the bog of eternal stench. So, but at least it's starting to go forward today. So instead of just backtracking, looking at old stuff, no, we're moving forward. That's always good for any kind of accountability. Star says, so tired of waiting, always waiting for better times. Well, there is, the word utopia, the meaning of the actual, not as we know the word utopia, but the actual word itself means nowhere, because there is no time when everything's going to be perfectly easy. But yeah, I mean, obviously we slept better when Biden was in charge. But things weren't perfect. So anyway, but still, I understand. Maria's asking, you mean the Nod Father? Yeah, I like that. Old Silver says a lot of presidents have hidden their health issues. Oh, yeah. Most famous being FDR. So, okay. New York Times is going to keep on keeping on. Okay. One last question here about the rally. 26 minutes in. Thank you so much for being here. So, Dumpster Fire spent his evening in Pennsylvania at a rally in Pennsylvania's 7th Congressional District on his first stop of the affordability tour. You know, it's like a made-up word. Who's ever heard of affordability? Thank you, stars. Affordability tour. During the speech, Trump made many misleading and false statements. You don't say. Really? I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. Oh, okay. We're going to get to them. We can get through this. That's what we do. We go through real news, verified real news, and then we look at the spiritual side of it. We look at the astrological side of it. We do this together. That's how we make it through. Trump publicly called for the removal of people from SH, asterisks, whole countries, despite for years denying that he ever used such language. So, apparently this rally was not huge. Are people going to not be showing up to his rallies? Yep. Okay, so the rally is going to be a little more sparsely attended. That's true, Old Silver. The lie spew rate is incredible. Dragonfly says he just keeps getting more and more profane. It's horrible. True. And it's going to get worse. It will get worse. Taurus is saying they pay them. Well, we know that he has in the past. Joy says they showed up yesterday. And Cindy says, Lord of the word salads. Yeah. Well, he's going to have to start talking about the midterms at some point here. Two of Cups. That's a card for the reading. Oh, Bibo, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you. He's going to, well, look, we are standing together. Democrats are standing together. This is partnership. Page of Swords. Weakness. Judgment. Weakness and judgment. King of Cups. So these are the Democrats living rent-free in his head. Ace of Cups. More democratic power. Chariot. This is the campaigning for the midterms. But how can I tell you, it feels weak, like he feels weak. Like he's not going to be able to go out and rally the way he used to. He's just not. This is the campaigning for midterms, but he's not around as much as he should be. A shame. Isabel is saying, I have no idea how anyone could listen to him. Yep. Do not play recordings of him here unless there's a really good reason. So, yeah. Amanda says, let me tell you, I'm from Poconos area where Trump was last night. The area is so red. The rest of the surrounding areas are blue. I was so happy when I went to No Kings and so many people showed. Good. Dragonfly's asking, what's the over-under on how long the tour even lasts? Oh yeah, our snow. We're gonna get there. And Katsy Klein said, I looked up where he held his rally. Mount Airy Casino Resort. It holds 1,200 people. Anyway, this is interesting. 3110. So, anybody want to tell me again how you're holier than thou? How Republicans are holier than us? How he is chosen by God. Trump is chosen by God. All of that, yeah. Pope Leo XIV insisted Tuesday that Europe must have a role in any Ukraine peace deal, and criticized what he said was the Trump administration's efforts to break apart the long-standing U.S. European alliance. The Pope just criticized dumpster fire. Oh, yeah. Chosen by God, huh? Well, guess what? Who else was chosen by God? Yeah. Again, tell us how Trump can do no wrong, how you're more religious than we are, how you are the godly ones. Yeah, go ahead. Dragonfly says, this is not the first time Leo has criticized Trump. True. Arsto says, oh, heck yeah. Saul says, I'm loving Pope Leo. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you for being here. I'm Kelpie. Thank you. De Pope. And if you're not from Chicago, that's the reason people say it like that is because he's from Chicago, and it just became a thing with our NFL team, the Bears. The Bears. I don't know if it's a Midwestern thing. It's just something silly. So he's become the Pope. Silliness. Anyway, yeah, the Bears. So, Catholic MAGA. Hey. Hi. Guess what? Whew. Oh, thank you, stars. Thank you, Kelpie. Yes. Olaraza. Don't forget the Bulls, which would be our basketball team. Yeah. Dragonfly says, has Vance weighed in on this yet? Oh, yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath. I wouldn't hold my breath on that happening. Fawn saying, where is the boo-boo? Oh, he's sleeping. He's under the blankie. Tower. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, tell me about the prosperity gospel again. That absolute hypocritical heresy. And right in the middle, you've got the devil. Yeah, chosen, but what was it? Somebody, oh, no, Hal watching. Okay, so on the far right, they're attacking each other, and there was one group of far right podcasters who were talking about a different far right podcast where Yiannopoulos, whatever that guy's name was, and George Santos were both there. And Yiannopoulos, or whatever his name was, oh, he went off. He went off saying all kinds of things about Charlie Kirk. Whoo, unsubstantiated rumors as twere. I'm trying to remember why I said that. They're attacking each other. Oh, gosh. Now I forgot what I was going to say. But it's certainly interesting to watch, because watching the right attack each other. Oh, that was it. Someone was saying the podcasting room where they were recording it was really, really cold. And I thought, well, they're not. I just thought, they're not cold. You know, they can feel flames on the bottoms of their feet. They're never cold. No wonder the studios have, they're like 20 degrees Fahrenheit. I know, it was a long walk, and I got lost along the way, but here we are. Ooh, Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups. So, there was a big deal when JFK became president, because there were some people saying he's Catholic. He will take orders from the Pope. And JFK was like, no, I won't. And he didn't. And so, like, my parents are Catholic, and they're not going to stop their support just because the Pope says something, even though they are really devoutly Catholic. So, but that's their choice. That's not my choice. You got the devil right there. And yeah, you've got to walk away from what the church is telling you. So, but go ahead, continue to tell us how you're following the Bible, and you do with the right. And women just have to sacrifice themselves. Women just have to sacrifice themselves because it's in the Bible. It's what the church says they must do. Really? Because right now the church is saying that the current president of the United States is destructive, negative, selfish. Oh, that doesn't count? Unbelievable. Anyway. Melissa says the Merry Widow, Erica Kirk, is going after Charlie's parents. I haven't heard anything about that. Dragonfly says, show me the Bible where Jesus said that about women. Thank you. Yeah, but you're Christian, but you embrace the Old Testament. The Old Testament. Even though Jesus is supposed to wash away the past. Funny how if we just insisted that it's only the New Testament, that Christians should only follow the New Testament, specifically words attributed to Jesus. Oh no, couldn't possibly. Anyway, this made me happy. 39.45. 39.50. GOP Representative Nancy Mace argued in a New York Times op-ed, GOP Representative Nancy Mace, right, argued in a New York Times op-ed that Nancy Pelosi was a more effective House Speaker than any Republican this century. Yes. Yes. Okay. Criticizing current GOP leaders for hoarding power, sidelining rank and file members, including women, passing only timid legislation out of fear of losing the majority, and urging a more open House floor so both conservative and bipartisan bills can actually get votes. Please, go ahead. Don't let us stop you. Please, go ahead. You have the floor. Go ahead. This, as other House Republican women are openly rebelling against Johnson over feeling marginalized and shut out of leadership. Well, we do have, he did say that we have spaghetti brains. Yes, we do. They have men, they can compartmentalize, which we can't. We don't know how to compartmentalize because men, they're more like a waffle where they have all these lovely compartments that they can open and close, but we just have spaghetti brains. He said that sitting next to his wife. His wife agreed with him. Yeah. Oh, and you're not allowed in leadership. You're being pushed out. Yeah. Anyway, over feeling marginalized and shut out of leadership, with several breaking ranks on key issues, launching discharge petitions accusing Johnson of bias or dishonesty, and heading for the exits as frustrations grow about limited representation, lack of elected committee chairs, and resistance within the GOP to building infrastructure that supports female candidates, threatening to shrink the party's already small ranks of women in Congress. Would you like me to repeat that? I'll be happy to do it. Huzzah! Wow. Well, it's in the description box. So, how are things going for Mikey? How are things going to go for Mikey? Tishy says the leopards are turning on each other. Oh. La 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 la. Oh, Moses Mike. Hey, Mikey. Oh, Raymond says Felon 45 tells McDonald's franchise owners to fight minimum wage increases and make sure their employees are paid as little as possible during an event on affordability. Because, of course. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, Mikey. Mikey. Oh, this doesn't look good for him. What a shame. Democrats were standing together because we believe in things called decency. Chemical Squirrel says, how does it get worse? Oh, no, it gets worse for him. Women saying no. No. Three of Wands, waiting for their ship to come in, and it hasn't come in. Tower. 10 of Swords. Oh. Well, we've already heard him whinge about his whinge and whine about his time as speaker. it's interesting that the reading ends with the World card. Is this kind of what's going on now? Temperance because women aren't getting what in the far right, women aren't getting anything. So in Mikey's future, I've got the Tower, the 10 of Swords, ouch, and the World, end of chapter, end of era, end of. You done. Also, it's usually the woman standing there with a big wreath around her, almost as if women are pulling together. Circling the wagons, as 'twere. Oh, what a shame. Uh-huh. Yeah, K-Coop. Dang. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't look good for him. Yes, fun. Little tiny violin. Yep. Brianna says, I love that for him. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just saw, can I get some more information? 2 of Wands. So yeah, he will do anything. How do I put this? Johnson has daddy issues. I don't know what his history is. I don't know what his childhood was like, but he's got daddy issues. That's why God is a huge white male who tells him exactly what to do and he follows blindly. And then you have Donald Trump, who is a huge white male who Johnson follows everything he says. So tell me what to do. And Donnie tells him what to do a lot. 5 of Swords, adding insult to injury. And there's a big old DEATH card. None of these cards look good for Johnson. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Well, if not, bye-bye. We've already seen something big is coming. We've already seen that. We've seen it for months. So, I've never connected that before. Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, so, thank you, Cat Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so 4805. Do you have any more tea? Do you have any tea left? Do you have any popcorn around? Some tea, something lovely. Just okay. Missouri, the state of Missouri. Missouri organizers submitted more than 300,000 signatures. 300,000 signatures. Nearly triple the requirement to block the Republican-drawn congressional map that eliminates a Democratic district, and to force a 2026 referendum despite GOP efforts to disqualify signatures and legally halt the process, keeping the map on hold while verification proceeds. Oh, you can't just get rid of a Democratic district? Oh, what a shame. Whoever you are, organizers in Missouri, thank you. Yeah, Arsenu says, let's go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, let's have a look at Missouri. Maria says, I keep thinking the kitty in the overlay is going to jump up and move. You no sweetness. There's a little sweetie. Fawn says, daughter brought me French toast. Oh, good for you. Good for you. They're saying go vegan. What? Anyway, Missouri. Yeah, we're not doing this. Card for the reading. No, we're not doing this. 10 of Cups. Elation as Democrats pulling together. Happy Democratic family. 4 of Pentacles, a day late and a dollar short. Republicans are a day late and a dollar short. Chariot. This is the midterms. This is the whole campaigning, the whole thing between now and vote when we vote next November. Queen of Pentacles, Republicans grouping together in the legislature or whatnot, trying to do something. Ace of Pentacles, throw more money at it. Throw more money at it. Look, I don't know if it'll, I'm hoping it'll stick, but it's certainly a wrench in the works. Queen of Cups, look how lovely and smug she looks. Mm-hmm. Yep. 2 of Pentacles, shaky ground. There's the government. And there's the cult. Good luck. Good luck, Missouri Republicans. So I guess they're going to have to just push any kind of right-wing anything that they possibly can. Good luck. Now, will other states do stupidity like this? Page of Cups. Well, we know it's already happened in California. 7 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Coming out of this confusion, partnership, Democrats working. This is Republicans throwing as much money, a new push to try and win the midterms. It's not going to happen. Old Silver says they love throwing our money around. I know, right? There's the country. Republicans sitting pretty, and they're in Congress in the states. 2 of Wands, communicating. Knight of Pentacles. All right, so they are going to put together some kind of push on the right, but okay, will it succeed? Thank you, Sean. Yes, it does. It really does help. Like, subscribe, please. Republicans, though, there's Dumpy himself. Moon, aggressive far right world card. Oh, Republicans are going to throw a lot of money at the midterms. They're going to throw a lot at it, but there's big stuff between now and then. That's what I get. Okay. So, a little bit of happy news at 54 minutes in. Lewis brought this one. Eileen Higgins, come on down. Democratic Eileen Higgins flips the Miami mayoral seat. The first woman and the first Democrat in 30 years to become mayor of Miami. Democrat Eric, is it Gisler? Flipped Georgia's 121st House district. Is this indicative of things to come in red area local elections? Gosh, I hope so. Taurus is a big stuff rump leaving. I don't think it's necessarily that straightforward, but Knight of Wands. Oh, yeah, MAGA. Really? Because that's a new way of voting. Sun, Justice. Ooh, this feels like... I know, this is crazy, but there are people who they never want to admit they almost never want to admit they have racist leanings, but some of them have become uncomfortable with the obvious racism. More moderate Republicans, independents. It's like, really? You now? Not now? After all these? Okay, whatever. There's Dumpy the Man. Causing chaos. I love this Justice in the middle. Yeah. And Trump gets more and more and more upset. I love this. I love it. Absolutely love it. Now, does it mean we're going to win absolutely every single thing? No, that's not realistic. But yes, squeebles. They want to be quiet racist. Yes. Oh, I'm not racist. No, of course not. Oh, my child is going to date who? Oh, really? Breaking news, Federal Reserve lowers interest rates for the third time in a row. Philly says a vote passed to rename Southern Boulevard Trump Boulevard. Well, these things can be reversed. So, all right. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. There's so much good stuff. I want to make sure I get to this one question. I've got a few other questions I'm going to have to roll over to tomorrow, but I want to make sure I get to this one. They're good. All right. Shannon was asking about this. Will AI and robotics develop enough in the near future that they can assist seniors in their homes as they age, allowing them to stay in their homes longer before possibly needing help elsewhere? Gosh, I hope so. I know there are problems, but I love technology. Love it. And I tend, within my means, to always be pushing on the limit of what technology can do. If there's something I can automate, I want to automate it. Oh, bless you. Did we'll just sneeze again. Squeebles says, why do I think of the scene in iRobot where the robots turned on the people? I mean, it's one possibility. It's also possible that won't happen. Besides, have you seen the current state of robotics? They can build something that looks human, but then you literally have to have somebody standing nearby in a VR helmet and controller to move the robot. They're not, is it coming? I'm sure it is, but seeking the shifts out, I would love to have a data-like helper at home. Oh my gosh. Data would be a companion, a friend, as well as helping. That would be wonderful. Old Silver says, depends on the goal of the programming. Yes. Oh dear. Rebel Lone Dog says, breaking news, U.S. said to have seized an oil tanker off the Venezuelan coast. Ugh. Thank you. Yeah, this was my worry. Okay, right now, look, it's not everything it should. And there are plenty of people out there who are like, okay, can't afford it, but maybe we can find a way to use technology to improve our lives. Getting to the point where we get help. I mean, having a smart home can help, because you can always call out. You can always ask for information, the weather, calling for help. But how fast are we going to get the robotics we would need? A cat mom says, I saw a robot collapse during Elon's recent event. Yeah. Yeah. So we're ready. It's just a matter of time. Wheel of Fortune. Just a matter of time. 3 of Wands, waiting for the ship to come in. 7 of Pentacles. Fruits of labor. It's coming. It really is. It's absolutely coming. Right now, you can get an Amazon robot that rolls around your house and will take objects from one person to another, or at night will patrol around your home if that's something you need, to alert if there are any intruders or whatnot. It's also going to be a matter of the haves and the have-nots. And for someone like myself who has no children and is single, yeah, I better get busy trying to I don't know, make some more money or something, so I can afford that kind of help. But I would need to do that anyway. So yeah, there's a certain amount of the haves and the have-nots, because this stuff's going to be expensive. But over time, it gets less expensive. So Cat Mom says, I don't want to have a robot to hear and see everything. I don't trust that. Fair enough. Isabel says more cures for people would be great. That's definitely coming. M. Kelpie says, I'm good with just vacuuming. There you go. Seeking the Shift says R2-D2. Oh, that would be adorable. Dave says dogs are better than any robot. Always. Science of deduction. I'm picturing a Dalek-like problem with stairs involving those rolling robots. Exterminate. Oh, hi. How you doing? It's a boo-boo. Oh, it's a boo-boo. Exterminate. Exterminate. Oh, the precious. Oh, he is the precious. Yes, he is. Whew. Let me a quick look. Oh, the sweetness. There we go. Rosie from the Jetsons, Ren. Oh, I love that. Yes. Rosie from the Jetsons was great. Very sweet. Doesn't need to wear the apron outfit, though. Anyway. All right. Okay, so that will do it for me for today. Thank you so much for being here. It is 1:15 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, Sarah will be starting Creative Sprints this afternoon. You're always welcome. It's a nice community just to encourage you, keep you company. And I will be along as soon as I can. I've got a standing appointment on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock. So I'll be along as soon as I can. But other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. Sarah said she's going to be here on Sunday. So we'll have Sarah Sunday. All right. We are going to get through this. We really are. Hang in there. You're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. All right. SKB is asking creative sprints. Yes, the link is in the description box. It's where we get together in the afternoon to work on whatever projects we need to work on, or whatever it is we need to be doing, cooking, cleaning, or stuff around the house, or something for our businesses, or anything. But it's just productive, and we've got the community there, so you're always welcome. All right, totally free, just a gathering on YouTube. All right, live stream. Chatty says time goes too fast here. Thank you. All right, so hang in there, and I'll see you later, as always. All right, okay, bye-bye.